cause I bang mines. This ain't happen overnight, it take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run him to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it, just short, small. When that's from Cali with the cheetah, print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Miami has it all for you, the greatest football team.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Malik Washington. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jelani Tavon, they're on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to the running back, Antonio Gibson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
First down, Patriots.
Here's Gibson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Matthew Judon there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. Good running inside the 25. And he's in! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. For Henderson, 48 total touchdowns in 4 years at Ohio State. That is first here in the NFL. The extra point is good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
All right, come on. All right, go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Miami. Tua, give it to Achane. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
At the 43-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3.
Go ahead.
Here's 2. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the carry, it's Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal.
Come on, two. Check. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alexander Mattison. Touchdown, Miami. It's his second touchdown of the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Gibson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
From the 33, here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll find Diggs working across the field. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 32 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw now, May. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Here's May. He's going to look downfield for Chark. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on 4th down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. To the air again, Tagovailoa. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
44. Ready.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Tua to throw again. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. Escaping to his left. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is May. Complete to Diggs. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throw again is May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. May to throw again. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
May to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Jalen Phillips. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this 1st half.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. Looked like an issue there with the snap. Everything has to be right from this far away. The kick is no good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, here's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Try the right side with Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second down, here's Tungo Bailoa. This one caught by Waller. And he will score! Darren Waller, touchdown Miami.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Maynard on 1st and 10. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Man, that's your biggest fear as a runner on a draw play. You get the handoff, and you're just greeted with a sight of defenders barreling towards you. At this point, you have no choice but to just go down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
1st down, New England.
To throw now, May. Digs on the reception. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's May again. And he'll take it on in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The drive for two does not work. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it, and he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
A run here with Achane. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Miami.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Second and 11. A run, and it's Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up third and long.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Christian Barmore. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. On the ground, Gibson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. A carry now for Gibson. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. The sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
And 8 yards picked up.
We'll go play action with May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Gibson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing is May. He got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. To throw is May. One incomplete. Humphrey standing there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-Check. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throw here down the field. Will fall. complete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Forced out wide, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They snap it to Tua. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And that ball led him too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's May. And he's going to have the Pats first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. to be first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 50 yards. Throw again is May. That is caught by the tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for two.
The Patriots
May to throw again. That's pulled in. And they're able to tag on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Dolphins first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Jump on three, kick.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Open space inside the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
A shotgun snap to Tua. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 balls onto their lead.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Moving to his right. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Has completed to Douglas. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, New England. May to the air once more. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Working out of the gun. It's May. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Forced out to his right. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 36, Patriots 34.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ready, John? All right, go, go, go. Ready? Hey, hey. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.